So how did you guys like the PS5 and Xbox Series X/S pre-order debacle? And that's what it was a clusterfucked debacle. First I was blaming Sony, thinking that Microsoft was going to go a little smoother, and I couldn't have been more wrong. Now keep in mind, guys, I come from the old school. Your boy Gotti is an old head. I remember when you used to have to wait in line for the new J's to drop. I remember we used to have to wait in line, excuse me, when the new consoles dropped. That being said, I'll tell you a couple stories. I remember being a kid when the Dreamcast came out. Me and one of my buddies were in a job orientation. We were just young, irresponsible kids. And he reaches over and says, he nudges me and he says, "Hey man, the Dreamcast dropped today, remember?" As soon as he said that, it was game over. We jump in my Mustang and we shoot over to Best Buy and grab a Dreamcast, and I believe it was Ready to Rumble boxing. I'm almost certain it was Best Buy because we were right within 20 minutes from a Best Buy, if I remember correctly. So anyway, there wasn't a big line or anything like that. We went right in and got the system, no issues. Fast forward to 2005 when the 360 came out. My buddy Mike Patton, his God, and I were dying for this console, right? Dying for this system. He gets a hold of me. He tells me he's going to go wait. So I get a hold of my buddy Harvey Halfelvin, and
how the hell did they survive?
He is like totally against waiting in lines. To this day, he missed out on the console because he refuses to wait in line. But we went at noon that day. So we go at noon, and we get to the Walmart, and we go to the electronics, pull up some chairs. Here comes the manager. He says, "What are you guys doing?" I tell him we're here, we're waiting for the Xbox. He says, "You can't sit here for 12 hours, but what I'll do is I'll give you guys each a ticket with a number 1 and a number 2 on it. Which system do you want?" I believe at the time they had 5 premium systems and 5 of those jank-ass core systems that I know a lot of you guys will remember. So for whatever reason, my buddy Harvey picks a core system. I pick a premium system. We leave. He tells us to come back at 11. So we come back at 11, and the line is from the electronics all the way back to the jewelry department. There must have been 100 people in line. And why they let that many people line up, you're just asking for trouble. You're just asking for confrontation because people go crazy over this kind of thing. So we come back, we walk in, we think it's hilarious. We go straight to the very front of the line. People are yelling and cussing. How the F did they get tickets? Blah, blah, blah. We get the number 1 and the number 2 spot in line. And I had called, back then there were payphones. So I go to the front of the store. I call my buddy with the system. I call my buddy. I say, "Hey, man, come and pick me up. Bring your car to the front of the store." I think Harvey had to go to work or something. Something happened to where I end up calling one of my buddies. Anyway, he comes, scoops me up at the front of the store in his car. So fast forward to today, this week, the week before and this week. So we watched the PS5 show, and they never announce a pre-order, of course. So I'm thinking, you're not going to announce them. It's all good. Next thing you know, I start seeing people post on Twitter their GameStop pre-orders. At the time, my girl was right by Starbucks, so I call her. I say, "Hey, PS5 pre-orders are live. Shoot into GameStop. Try to grab a pre-order." And no sooner than she could get there, which is literally a minute, maybe not even a minute, they were gone. So I thought, okay, I'm screwed here. I'm not going to get that. Not going to make the same mistake for the Series X. We're going to do this old school style. So I drove my ass to GameStop at 6 in the morning. Wait, rewind. So at 9 o'clock the night before, my girl does her normal Starbucks run. I tell her, but just by chance, to drive by GameStop and see if there's anybody out there. She texts me, "Oh, there's 2 people out here. They have backpacks." I said, "Are you sure it's not the employees? They just closed." No, I don't think it is. So my ass jumps in my truck knowing that I'm not going to be defeated on this Series X. I drive out there, and lo and behold, it's the 2 employees. So anyway, needless to say, I wasn't about to sit there if no one was already in line. I probably would have if there'd have been a couple people there already, because they had 4 Series X and 2 Series S. So I come home, crash, I get up at 5:30 and I go straight to GameStop. I'm the first one in line, 6 o'clock in the morning. About 10 minutes later, another dude pulls up. Probably around 8 o'clock, 2 more people show up, so that puts 4 of us there. 2 more systems. Obviously, those were Series S's at this point. And from that point on, people just started showing up left and right. And after 2 more came, we just had to start telling people, hey, you know, you guys aren't going to get a system. So during all this weird-ass dude shows up. Probably in his mid to late 60s, maybe. But weird as all fucking get out, to the point that one of those guys, you just keep your eye on him the whole time. He brings his metal fold-out chair, sets it up, starts telling the stupidest stories. You guys know when somebody's telling a story and you absolutely know that they're just full of shit? That's what this guy was doing. He was getting real close to people, showing them pictures on his phone. 0 social distancing. He'd get like within a foot from people's face with no mask, no nothing. And I'm just watching him the whole entire time. I'm not going to get into what the kind of stories he was telling, but let's just say this dude started saying a few things that just totally made me think to myself, yeah, this guy just needs to go away. So anyway, get inside, get the Series X, get it secured. So next thing you know, I catch wind that the PS5, they're going to have more at my GameStop. I get a phone call from the manager. He tells me they're going to have 10 systems. Now, to be honest, I wasn't really sweating it. One of my had wanted me to come wait for him, but I had a quiz that day in my software and hardware development class, and I couldn't make it. So I get up the next day. I decide I am going to go, but first I'm going to knock this quiz out. So I knock the quiz out, did great on that. At this time it's 10. The store opens at noon. So this video is about to end right here, the video, so you're just going to get your boy talking. So I get there. I'm 10th out of 10 systems. I got the last PS5. Pure luck. I guess it's not going to end because I'm done with the video. Chime off in the comments section. What were your stories for the next gen systems? What are you excited for? What system are you the most excited for? Let me know in the comments. Gotti360. Keep it gaming.